James Robinson in the house.
How are we doing, mate? You well?
Yeah, good, thank you, good. I'm going to test you.
Test me?
I'm going to test you testing miss hits. You test clubs, don't you?
I test clubs, don't you?
Do you purposely try and miss hit them to test the claims?
I don't purposely try, but as you can see, there's a little bit of wear around there with T-marks and stuff, so we do get them.
But you don't try and hit them on purpose?
No.
So we're going to test for miss hits.
Okay.
And there's a little bit of a fault when you test for miss hits, which will maybe show or maybe not, subject to what data comes out.
Okay.
So I want you to start, and we're going to go, I want you to hit these out of the toe.
Okay.
So you can be as realistic shots out the toe. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so not.
So I don't want to break the screen. We want from here to hit toe strike that someone would hit in game.
Can do that.
Show me. Right, me and James are going to test for miss hits, and we'll talk about how dangerous this idea can be if you're doing it deliberately. I get asked this question a lot over my years of testing. I want to know from you, in this card, when you test clubs, are you testing or deleting the miss hits? If you like the channel and you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you are subscribed, make sure you ring the bell because then you get your notifications. And if you like the video, you want to see me and James get together a bit more, maybe hit that thumbs up button, lets us know, then we talk, text in, well, James, you seem to like me and you, should we do it again? That's generally how it goes. So still trying to hit target.
Yeah.
But you're purposely hitting it out of the toe. Cool. Did you hit that out of the toe?
No.
Okay, and again. You did actually get that out of the toe, yeah. But you were low, so what happens is you're not, the low will make it feel more heel based.
Yeah, yeah.
And high, for lots of people, make them feel more toe.
Yeah, I was going off the sound.
Yeah, because that's all you go off generally.
Okay.
And again.
Toe again?
Yeah, or until I say otherwise, let's keep them going out the toe.
That was toe.
Yeah, cool. Certainly was. Almost the same spot, believe it or not.
Yeah, that's how I knew.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, toe my ball. Yes, please. That was a proper toe.
I found something I'm good at.
Yeah. Cool, that wasn't as far toey as you would have thought, but the face wasn't happy with that. And again.
Don't know with that one.
Okay.
Sure.
Middle to toe, I reckon. Maybe low. Yeah, that was toey. Perfect. So let's have 4 now. I want them out the heel.
Heel, okay.
So exactly the same shot, but we're going to go heel strike.
Oh yeah, that was nearly out the shaft.
That was a heel?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a heel.
That was nearly out the graphite blue.
That was good. Heely?
Yeah. Yeah, very.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, so you hit 4 heels and 4 toes there. So there's your heels. I don't know if we're picking that up.
Yeah.
And then we'll...
You could say I'm an expert at that, Mark, couldn't you?
Yeah. And there's your toes. You were pretty good at that as well.
Yeah.
Pretty good at that as well. So why don't you test for miss hits, okay? There's a few things happening here. So for a start, the toe strikes that should all be gearing left.
Yeah.
If the rules of engagement are correct. They're not. So these are your toe strikes, the blue ones. And if we run through them, that's fading.
Yep.
That's fading. And that's block fading.
Yep.
Where if you were to toe them on the course with your slight draw number, for instance, I reckon you would see that ball gearing back. So what I found when I did this test years ago is that if I know I'm going to hit it in a certain part of the club, the gear effect I seem to override it, not even consciously. I don't even know how I'm doing it. Like I remember trying to film this video years ago, and I was on the range for 2 hours collecting numbers to try and get, and I just couldn't get any patterns of toes draw, heels fade. I just couldn't get it. So I just thought, it's not a test, because I'm obviously doing something that I can't even monitor that's making this data worthless. Because I know when I do it on the course, I toe it in, it'll draw, and I heel it in, it'll cut. And I'm sure you get those gear effects that everyone does. Now this is the really interesting point as well. So When we go to club data, your club path when you're trying to hit it at toe is averaging 1 right.
Yeah.
So 1 degree in to out.
Yeah.
Your club path when you're trying to hit it out of the heel is 7 left.
Yeah.
So instantly these two shots now are not comparable.
No.
So with the different number in deliveries, your 5 degrees difference face the path on the draw.
Yeah.
And your 7 degrees different face the path on the cut.
Yeah.
So you're just not delivering the same numbers. So you're not going to get the strike on those is irrelevant for distance and how that club's performing because you're delivering a very different number to purposely hit them in different parts on the face.
Yeah.
And that's what I found. That's what I see. And then look at this. You're a degree different. Well, you're about 0.3 degrees difference in the loft.
Yeah.
So you manage to maintain loft, but you can't maintain face the path, which is quite amazing. That's quite a complex, because if you think about it, if face the path changes, normally loft changes. But you're dialing loft into where you want it to be, but you can't control then the angle through shaft leans.
It's a skillful thing, I know, man.
Look at your club head speed as well between the two. So club head speed in this one here.
Yeah, it's incomparable.
Club data, your 101, what are the two numbers there? So the top one here, this one is your heel and the bottom one is your toe.
Yes.
Which one's faster?
Average toe.
So you're swinging faster when you're trying to hit it out of the toe and slower when you're trying to hit it out of the heel.
Which, to be honest, with the toe shot being first, I honestly thought I gained a bit more confidence with the miss-hit test in the heel.
Yeah.
And felt like, if anything, the club head speed would be higher.
Yeah, but think about it. A toe part of the club generally is going to be travelling faster than a heel part.
Yeah, further away.
So the wheel, the outside of the wheel is going to be moving faster than the inside of the wheel.
Yeah.
So your toe has got more rotation in it than your heel as it comes out to impact. So if you want to test for miss hits, you are going to have to test for hours to try and get comparable numbers.
Yeah.
Watch this. So, did I get it out of the toe? Yeah, so I am 10 millimeters toe. I'm 1 out to in with a face 0 or 0.6 close to that 1.7 out to in.
Yeah.
So I'm now going to try and hit another shot, present 19 loft, 10 millimeters out the toe, same high and low, and be 1 out to in with a face. Obviously can't be the same open, well it can be the same close to that, I just hit out the heel.
Okay.
So that's heel. Look at it go left as well there. That should be cutting because I knew it was going to be out the heel. It's like, what do I do? So the first one is the same speed within 1 mile an hour of the second one. The angle of attack has changed. So I was 3 up, now only 1 up with the one where I'm hitting out the heel. Club path I was 1, or let's call that 2 out to in, and that's 5 out to in with the 1 out the heel. Face the path was 1 to 3. Loft a degree difference. So that is not a bad effort.
It's a decent effort, isn't it, for what you're saying?
But I ain't going to get close. Like I would have to be here for hours to give you a representation of what the heel strike to the toe strike is doing if you take away my performance.
Yeah.
Like you would be here for so long to get what you know already. Because the other thing, which I always think is interesting with people thinking about testing for miss hits, where do you think I get my longest drives from?
Toe?
No, not the geometric middle.
You thought I was going to say middle as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Did you notice where I wasn't even listening to the answer? I was all ready for my next one.
Sorry, middle.
Sorry for knowing something. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Slightly high toe. I get more ball speed from the middle.
Yeah.
But I get slightly less ball speed but better launch conditions to get my maxed out launch monitor data from that slight high toe. So when I'm hitting the ball anywhere to decent, I just try to force the issue a little bit there. But I'm getting it up there.
Yeah. Generally.
So testing for miss hits, I always think is really interesting. When you watch reviews, when people are watching reviews, I always think, just watch the ball speed. If the ball speeds are changing, that means you're hitting it in different parts of the face and you're presenting different numbers, which is giving you a reflection of how that club kind of performs off the face. Because manufacturers will constantly keep marketing, our face is better and our face is better here and our face is better here. Do you know why? Because because we can't test it.
Yeah.
Why would I market something that some reviewer or some magazine or some whatever is instantly going to go and test that and it not be true? If you give me some marketing that I can't actually test, there's a good chance you're going to win that game, because what happened is the forums will just go round and round and round and round and round for months saying, oh, but I saw this and I saw that and I saw that. Yeah, you might do, but it's so personal to the player.
Yeah.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Very interesting, to be fair. And I think a lot of it, like we said, obviously, it's very difficult to test, well, it's impossible to test purposefully, and to have the amount of time needed to actually test it, and they can say the machine test it all they want, but I'm not really buying that either, to be fair.
Well, I might do a video on machine testing, because machine testing is used for research, it's not used for customer, and there's a lot of reasons for that, because this is the other interesting point. If the average golfer swings faster out when they're trying to get it out the toe, or when they hit it out the toe, and then when they hit it out in the middle, well, you need to build around that demographic of golfer. Do you see what I mean? Because you're just throwing a net out there to try and catch as many golfers to buy your product.
Where is the sweet spot?
Yeah, exactly. Well, the sweet spot moves for a start, subject to face the path. It's dynamic by millimetres. But then also, where you swung faster when you tried to hit it out the toe, and more from the inside. I've done loads of tests where you get people hitting inside and outside, and they have different speeds. It's similar to tennis. They're better at backhand than they are forehand. They're sided in the way they want to swing. I certainly swing faster if I'm swinging out and up than if I'm swinging in.
We had the same conversation. We've filmed another video this morning, haven't we? And you were saying, why don't you try and swing out to the right? And I said, well, I don't really know. And whenever I have done, it's just been faster and better.
Definitely faster, isn't it? Absolutely. So testing for mishits, again, like when you test your clubs, absolutely, you want to be measuring where your mishits are and how it performs. But I'll be honest with you, when I'm testing clubs for myself and for students, there's a certain tolerance that it's irrelevant where you hit it on the face, and I think that's what people want when they say test for mishits. Like that you get a certain tolerance away from the face, and nothing is now saving you. Nothing. Like it's you've done a bad shot. You're just gonna have to accept it. I actually will delete lots of my mishits because I don't really care where my mishits go. That's a lesson. I want to know what this club does when I hit it in a pretty tight dispersion or decent shots, because I want to know what I can get out of it. I know what I can't get out of any club. Because look, I can do this stuff. I'm not getting anything out of that, am I? Because I hit it with the rail on the bottom. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I know where the drop-offs are. So trying to test for drop-offs, which is something I get asked for, I've got asked for years, I'm sure you will, and if you haven't, you will do. It's actually not really doable in a way that will give you, the viewer, any information that's actually relevant to you or to your testing. It's something you would do when you test, you know, see where you're hitting. If you've got patterns of heels, first thing I do with lessons, they hit a batch of shots. If they're in out of heel, we're going to try and move that. And then the fitting's over. Like, let's get the strikes where we want them. Right, no, let's go back to the fitting now. It's got to be a bit more that process. Post comments down below, let me know, where do you miss hit it? Either out of the heel, out of the toe all the time, or you're a scattergun, like my Fanula, she's a scattergun, new golfer, she like scatters it everywhere. They're harder to teach, because like, oh, she's heeled it, let's move it to the toe a bit. Oh, she's toed it, oh, let's move it to the middle. Oh, she's heeled it. It's literally like... But post comments down below, let me know where you hit it, and if you've tried moving it with any success. Thanks, James.
Cheers, mate.
Let's go have some lunch, shall we?
Yeah, let's do that.